Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham. Alongside Jeremy Jeffco, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. As mentioned last night, we are neck deep in SEC Media Days. Hugh Freeze took the podium yesterday. We'll talk about some of his comments. Jackson Arnold, Keldrick Falk, and Connor Liu come with him, made their comments as well. Kalen DeBoer took the stage this morning. You can talk about that, JJ. What's your impressions of that? The rest of the lineup will be Jeff Lebby, Billy Napier, Brent Venables, the rest of today. So we'll talk about that, talk about some of the quotes from some of the other guys that have already been on Monday and Tuesday. It's been, somewhat benign, I think. There's no real Spurrier. I mean, Spurrier would always give you something really good at SEC Media Days. And I talked about that last night. There was a time Philip Fulmer didn't show up because he's going to be arrested and all this. There's always something, but it's kind of been a little bit
he was going to be served with a subpoena.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So there's always something going on, but it's been a little low-key this year, but we'll talk about some of these things and much more.
But I think that's good because we spend so much time, NIL, transfer portal, conference expansion, playoff expansion. Is it going to and not going to? So it's been refreshing to me, and I don't know if you knew this. I went home early Monday, wasn't feeling good, and kind of stayed home yesterday too. So I was able to watch a lot of it, and to me it was just refreshing. We're talking football now, right?
Yeah.
And can start thinking about position groups and who looks good where, and kind of get an idea in your head of where everybody's going to be. And it is a different world from 3 or 4 years ago. I think totally different world in terms of competitive balance, right? Because the more you dig into the rosters and the more you start looking, you go, how many legitimate contenders for the SEC title are there? I think there's at least 4, if not 5 or 6. You look around and it's just like, and it's not because you've got 6 great teams. It's because everybody has, fairly serious questions they've got to answer. And
there are questions for every team for sure.
And it's not, we think about 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, when Saban and Kirby were stacking 5 stars 3 deep at every position. And so it didn't matter. Yeah, they lost 3 starting offensive linemen, but there's, the 2 of the new ones that are coming in are preseason all SEC, right? So it's a little different now. And a little more NFL-like in that it's going to turn on, quarterback play. It's going to turn on, development of players at certain positions, how some of these young players are developed and brought up, and coaching decisions and, game management. And all of these things that NFL games turn on, a lot more games, I think, are in the SEC and college football in general are going to turn on that instead of, this team's just loaded to the gills,
Won't be, certainly not to the degree it is in the NFL, but maybe we see more close games, less blowouts, especially inside the SEC.
Yeah, that's my thought. Yeah.
So that's going to be something to watch, something very interesting. The All-Star game last night, first time ever, you have a swing off to decide. The All-Star, I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, I didn't like that the National League blew a 6-run lead.
Yeah.
But, it was I never thought I'd be cheering so hard for Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
But dude was clutch for sure. Never seen anything quite like it. If we got time, we'll talk about that a little bit. And some other things coming out of media days. Something about, I don't know, this guy, I think his name is Saban, maybe coming.
So that was the silliest thing. And it's quieted down now, thankfully, because I think yesterday even McElroy acknowledged, hey, I didn't say I believed it. I didn't. I just said somebody told me that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, look, would it be the craziest thing I've ever heard? No. I mean, but the man's got creative. I mean, clearly he ate, slept, and breathed football, and you don't just turn that off. You've seen guys that are retired and come back all the time.
It would surprise me to see him go back to college football. If the New York Giants made a change this year, I mean, you're talking about one of the anchor franchises in the history of pro football. And in the process, their quarterback looks good that they drafted from Ole Miss. If he looks good and they decide to get rid of Daboll, that I could see being tempting. Like, okay, do I have 3 to 5 years to go win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That would, I think, would be a challenge that might interest him. But what's he going to do in college football he hadn't done already?
I can't imagine.
I mean, I don't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right on that. And I see you got the royal blue shirt memo today.
I did.
So, that worked out well. Okay. Hugh Freeze's comments yesterday. We talked about this last night, Jim and I did. Complete switch from the whole. Remember, just a couple of weeks ago, it was all Auburn fans are upset about got to make a bowl game. Now he's all of a sudden, we should be in the playoff. We are, in the playoff conversation this year. We should be. We're that good a team. Wow. Okay.
I'm going to write a book one day, Andy, and when I do it might be "Get Your Coach Speak Right."
Right.
In the world of sports movies, I believe that the greatest baseball movie of all time is not Field of Dreams or The Natural. To me, it's Bull Durham.
I don't disagree.
And there's a great part in that movie where Crash Davis is teaching Nuke Lelouch, you got to memorize your cliches.
Yeah.
Memorize your cliches. And I watched coach after coach kind of do that this week. Your expectations for this team. Well, we always have high expectations here because that's the kind of program we are. But our expectation is on every day doing the things that we have to do to be successful. And if we do those things day by day, and if we as coaches coach that way and the players practice that way and they work that way, then we'll be successful at the end of the year. If you want me to give you a record, I'm not going to do that because it's about preparing to win. Everybody has the will to win. Only so many people have the will to prepare. It's going to be on how we prepare, how we coach, how we play, how we practice. Shut up.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question.
I thought, and that's gotten a lot of Auburn fans saying, okay, well, I can get behind that.
Now we're going for the playoffs.
That's kind of what we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Now, whether you believe it or not, and here we go, I've already, you watch any Auburn program, flip it on, and now it's all like, okay, they're all starting to get excited. It's that time of year we start talking ourselves into, hey, if this goes right here, if we can do this out, if this does, then hey, why not us? Why not be in the surprise?
I know I heard people yesterday, they're like, well, I wasn't thinking of Auburn as a potential playoff team, but Hugh Freeze says he really likes his roster. I mean, Mark Stoops is going to talk tomorrow, and I guarantee you he's going to really like his roster.
Probably so. Probably so.
Every coach likes their roster. Again, if you're a coach, do not address expectations in a specific manner. Don't do it.
Well, I will say this. Luke called in last night and was talking about that, and I said, I will say this. For the first 2 years, Hugh Freeze said, we got to have more talent. We got to have more talent. We got to have a couple of recruiting classes. We got to, we have got
Absolutely
to improve
correct.
the roster.
Yep.
That was absolutely true. Now he comes in year 3 and says, I really like this roster. We have improved this roster.
Yes.
So if he was telling the truth,
Nothing wrong with that.
I think he's telling the truth now. So now that is that coach speak? Of course it is. But I think he has been truthful the first 2 years. I have no reason to believe that that's not a true statement this year.
I also believe it's a true statement, and I think he's right. And there's no doubt the roster's improved. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about we need to make a bowl game versus we need to be in the playoff hunt. Right. We need to improve. We've got a better roster. We've got to do a better job as coaches than we did last year. We let too many winnable games get away. And as players, we've got to work hard every day to get better and better so that we win those games. And as coaches, we've got to work to get better and better so we win those games. And
the good Lord willing, all will work out.
Yeah. I mean, look, and I wouldn't be afraid to say this if I were any coach. Look, I'm a competitor. I'm not assuming any loss. Like, I'm going into the season. I don't ever intend to lose a game.
Right.
Now, our loss is going to happen? Sure. But I'm never going into a season going, well, I'll take 4 losses. That's not going to happen. So.
No, yeah, that's for sure. However, I will say, there are different stages, that a coach takes over a program. When a program is depleted or you're on a losing streak or something, you're having to face a significant rebuild. There are different cliches that you want to use.
Absolutely.
That you want to use.
Yeah.
So when's the transition when you start using we expect to win? That's the expectation of this college. That's what this university. This is a winning tradition here, and we expect to be in the playoff.
And we can get even more into that in the next segment because there was a lot of fascinating stuff that came out of Hugh Freeze's appearance. I thought Jackson Arnold's appearance. I thought there were a lot of fascinating things that came out of it.
Okay, let's do that. Go ahead and take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $13,000 off MSRP. New 2026 Chevy Equinox with all-around versatility and affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, give them a call today. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. They can beat the big box store. And finally, Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. For air that's cool and clean, call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. Sensagreen. All right, SEC Media Day is going on. Of course, we mentioned, kind of teased it in the last segment, Hugh Freeze, but Jackson Arnold, also the quarterback. You know, people wondered, this guy's been on campus for 5 minutes, but you bring him to SEC Media Days. Hugh Freeze, I think the biggest thing was nobody questions the physical tools of Jackson Arnold, but Hugh Freeze has been trying to instill some confidence in him. That seems to be the word of the day when it comes to Jackson Arnold, confidence.
Listening to some of the SEC Network and ESPN experts, Jordan Rogers, those guys, kind of talking about his play at Oklahoma. And, get the ball out of your hands, man. You got to get the ball out of your hands. And it causes all sorts of problems for your team when you're hesitant to do that.
Yeah.
And let me say this: I don't know that I necessarily agree with this 100%, but there was somebody on the broadcast yesterday that said in their mind, Hugh Freeze has put all his eggs in the Jackson Arnold basket. That if Jackson Arnold does not work out, Hugh Freeze does not work out.
Well, let's say he goes out and we lose to Baylor. And he doesn't look good, and he throws 3 picks. He's going to win the next 2 games, and you got probably 2 games to try to figure that out before you have to go on the road and
play Oklahoma.
Play Oklahoma. If it goes bad at Oklahoma, you're you throw Deuce Knight in there, I guess, or Ashton Daniels. I don't know what direction you go, but probably, let's just say for the sake of argument that you put in Deuce Knight and he's a phenomenon. And he looks unbelievable. And he plays the rest of the year and he's great. And, we win some big games. Okay, all is well. The chances of that happening, probably not high.
I don't know that he would have to be spectacular, but you would need to see, kind of like we saw with DJ Lagway. Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some
good comparison.
Some high-level potential there, right? There's some high-level stuff.
And, of course, then I would be saying the same thing that I said about Billy Napier. Why didn't you start him in the first place, idiot?
Yeah.
So
I would think, look, if Auburn starts off the season 4-1, right? Mm-hmm. 4-1 in the first 5. Pick your loss, Oklahoma, A&M, or Baylor. Pick one. They start off 4-1, and in those 5 games, let's say Jackson Arnold has, 10 touchdowns and 3 picks. Completing 65% of his passes, running for 40, 50 yards a game. The offense is playing pretty well.
Yeah.
Then I think based on what the second half of the schedule looks like, I think you're looking at an 8-win team with the potential of pulling an upset to win a 9th or a 10th, right?
Yeah.
If Auburn gets to that bye week at say 2-3, and Jackson Arnold has 9 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, I think the bye week is when you're going to have to make some change.
I think those eggs smell kind of rotten.
Those eggs smell rotten, yeah. So
I think there's some truth to that we have put. And that's why I say, when you bring in Deuce Knight, all the talk was about Deuce Knight, and maybe rightly so. Stole him from Notre Dame, flipped him from Notre Dame, blah, 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 blah. But you bring, and they're going to compete. It's going to be a competition in the spring. It's going to be Deuce Knight, and he's got a great opportunity. It's Jackson Arnold. And when it comes out, everybody's like, okay, well, this is going to go to the season. And then about a day later, Hugh Freeze comes out and says, Jackson Arnold's our guy.
Yeah.
So there was something to that. He is saying, this is my guy. I'm confident. He's going to be great. He's got all the tools, yada, yada, yada. So, yes, if it doesn't work out, if it's a crash and burn with Jackson Arnold, I think the season unless Ashton Daniels is
like I said,
some great, that nobody knows about.
Ashton Daniels is not going to save it.
Okay.
Deuce Knight could, and again, Deuce Knight doesn't have to come out and go 7-0 as a starter and upset Georgia and Alabama. Has to come in and look good.
Yeah.
And look comfortable.
And to show that he can play in the SEC.
Okay, we got something, and even then, he saves the season to the extent that they wind up 7-5. Then I think you're building into the next season. Yeah, but like I said, and Jackson Arnold we know has every physical tool. He's also put some mediocre performances on tape. So let's say that too.
Interceptions weren't his problem last year.
Yeah,
it was like you said, inability to pull the trigger at times.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot. The success of Jackson Arnold. There's a lot on the line at Auburn with the success of Jackson Arnold.
I would agree with that 100%.
Yes.
We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. What do you think? 256-234-6221. Give us a call. More to come right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. Great deals. They got daily lunch specials. Go to their website and check them out today. They always got different kind of specials going on throughout the month as well. StakesInWine.com. That's just the letter N. StakesInWine.com. Great selection of wine, tremendous food. Go and check it out today. You'll definitely be glad that you did. All right, with SEC Media Days comes quotable quotes.
Okay.
Quotable quotes. Who?
Potent potables.
That's right. Who said this? Who said it? That's what we're going to play right now.
There's 6 of them.
There's 6 of these. 3 are players, which that's a little bit more difficult, but 3 are coaches.
And I think I have the 3 coaches' quotes figured out.
Okay.
Can I take a shot at those first?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so 3, I will give you the quote, and this is from a coach.
Okay.
You tell me who you think it's from.
Yes.
All right, number 1. Sounds like he's doing amazing at that. Now, I will, if I tell you, if I give you some context.
You don't have to give me any context. That is Lane Kiffin.
That is in reference
to Hugh Freeze's golf game. Yes.
Now, I will get that's pretty
Now, I don't know if you watched the quote or just read it, but it was really funny because they brought up Freeze and I guess trying to get Lane to be controversial and he just sort of played it off very nicely. He's like, well, I know about fishing and we do some fishing and he's like, he goes, I don't know anything about his golf game, but I hear he's doing amazing at that, and whatever.
He's doing amazing.
And it was, and Hugh had a nice response in his question and answer too. He's like, he goes, I think he's really funny,
Yeah.
But so I thought it came off kind of good-natured fun,
Yeah, it was, and again, that's the Spurrier always was. I mean, I guess Lane Kiffin's the new Spurrier. I don't know, but
he's certainly the most quotable coach.
I think we got a phone call. What line we going with first? I can't see that, but I think that's 2. Okay, let's go with that. Right. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay, yeah, I've been watching the show this morning. And they seem like they just all in on Jackson Honor. I thought football was a game of competition. And they just handed it to Jackson Honor without throwing anybody else in there. There's a reason why he lost his job last year at Oklahoma. And why don't they just open the competition up and let him and Deuce Knight compete for the job?
I think what Hugh Freeze is saying is that we had the competition in the spring, and Jackson Arnold won the job.
So now the competition, it's just closed now. It's just Jackson Arnold, right?
Well, that seems to be the logic. Now, Deuce Knight was there in the spring, and he did compete. Now, but he's a true freshman, so having that experience, but. I think it's an ongoing competition. Jackson Arnold's got the job, but clearly if he doesn't, do well, then
if you're bringing
other
in
guys
the
on
media
team for a
days,
reason.
Then he has for now claimed the job.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean if he goes into the season and doesn't perform, that he can't lose it. Anybody can lose their job if you're not performing.
Yeah, it ain't like we talking about Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. Because that's the reason why this guy lost his job last year at Oklahoma midway through the season.
Yeah.
That is true. That is certainly true. It's something that, it's there's no getting around it.
Well, we'll see how it's going to work out.
Thank you, Larry.
Yes, we will. Appreciate the call, Larry. Hey, Collie, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Oh, guys, how you all doing today?
Oh, doing well. How about you?
Doing good, thank you. Yeah, just a couple of things that I'm looking for and hoping to see, and we'll be watching. Last year, it seemed like there were more than one time where I thought Hugh Freeze and Peyton Thorne was almost going to get into a fight on the sidelines, and I hope we don't see a repeat of that. And honestly, some of the end-game decisions by Hugh Freeze and stuff is going to be paramount and everything to our success, and I'm looking for those 2 things right there to improve the communications and the relationship between the head coach and the quarterback, whoever it is. I hope hope the kid from Oklahoma does good, but I think Deuce Knight can be a real good quarterback too. But we'll see in time. But thank you so much for taking my calls, guys, and Big Warriors. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
I go back to, the Cal game. I mean, what was that, the first or second game of the year? And you got the coaches in the helmet of the quarterback, and you've got an injured Cam Coleman out there, and what we do, we throw it right to him.
Yeah.
I mean, just poor communication all around.
Poor communication, and listen, that I think, I was kind of telling you earlier, it reminds me of the NFL model now, because NIL has made it where you're not stacking 5 stars 3 and 4 deep, even Texas and Georgia, right? Alabama's not either. So
they might this year,
because now you've got players who can go somewhere else and get paid, and not just start right away, but get paid to start right away.
Right.
So it's going to be so much more, I think, going forward in college football. So much more about those little things, right? A play call that goes wrong, a poor communication at a crucial time, a 4th down decision, a 3rd down decision. These kind of things and it's really, and like I said, I was pretty critical of Freeze last year in some of the losses and some of the in-game decisions, and I understand there were turnovers and things too, but you got to be able to depend on your coach sometimes to clean that up. And so, yeah, I'm with him. And if you see Jackson Arnold and Hugh Freeze in each other's face, down at Baylor in Game 1, we got a problem, Houston.
I agree.
So,
I would agree. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Did you know that Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air service fee is good for 30 days for all 4 trades? That's right. If we service your home's electric, plumbing, HVAC, or garage doors, we will come back within 30 days for any of the 4 trades at no additional cost to you. A licensed and trained Dixie technician will service your home with our signature warehouse on wheels, and all work will be backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. What are you waiting for?
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Sentricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. Just a couple more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Let's go back to who said it.
I got the first one right.
First one, nailed it.
Yep.
Right out of the gate. All right, here's coach number 2.
Okay.
It's never about who's not in your building. It's about who's in your building.
All right, I'm least confident about this one in terms of the coaches.
Okay.
This is the one I was least confident in, but I believe that's Josh Heupel.
That is correct. That would be Josh Heupel. And, of course, talking about Mr.
Iamaleava.
There you go.
Look, I mean, I feel for Heupel on this situation because it's not his fault what happened. I still think he's got the makings of a pretty good team out there. I don't know what's going to happen with their quarterback situation. I don't think it's a given that the transfer will be the starter. He even said that in his remarks.
I don't think I ever have seen Joey Aguilar play a down of football.
Yeah, me either. But he wasn't there in the spring, so all they've got to go on summer workouts. Now, he was brought there to replace Iamaleava on the roster. That doesn't mean he replaces him in the lineup.
Okay.
So you've got 2 other guys that have been in the program. So it is possible they go with one of the other guys.
I don't even know who the backup was last year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
in
either.
Tennessee. So.
I don't either because I think we all assumed that there was at least one more year with Nico.
Right.
But so I kind of feel for him on it. I think he's still got the makings of a good team. I don't think they have the makings of a playoff team this year. So.
All right, coach number 3.
Easiest one on the list.
Easiest one on the list, but who is it Who is he in reference to? I called him and offered him Muschamp's job, but he was overqualified.
Yeah, that is of course one Kirby Smart. referring to the Greg McElroy, Nick Saban is going to get back into coaching comment.
I called Saban and offered him a chance job.
Well, I could probably, when McElroy said that, he probably wasn't the only person that called Saban that day.
Probably not. That is true.
But yeah,
That's actually a pretty funny quote. That's better than Lane's. Actually.
Yeah, I watched Kirby's reaction. I think it's pretty obvious that Kirby thinks that's a load of bunk. I don't think Kirby expects it at all.
No. All right, 3 players quotes here.
Okay.
Number 1, it's pretty obscure, but so he said, "I'm like, I know it's you." Okay. This
some context.
Somebody's let's see, how and not give it away. This is in reference to somebody sending a text and signing it by their own name when there's absolutely no need for them to actually sign or put their name on it. This is Arch Manning talking. Apparently, Archie sends all of his grandchildren a inspirational message every morning.
Oh, yeah.
And literally tags it with Archie Manning.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm like, I know it's you."
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny.
I got your number saved.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. There's another one.
By the way,
here.
were you impressed with Arch Manning? I was impressed with Arch.
I was, yeah, pretty much, considering all the hype that's around him. And I expect him, because he is a Manning, not to be arrogant. That's just who they are.
Yeah.
And for him to say, "Look, I haven't proved anything. I got to go out there and prove it." That speaks well of him to go ahead and say that.
People don't talk enough about this, but Eli's freshman year at Ole Miss, word around Oxford was that Eli was spending a little too much time in social adventure. And so his mama just moved in. She just moved herself to Oxford and, made him live with her for a year.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
That may have been why Romero Miller was starting, right? Not Eli Manning. No, okay. All right, here is a quote. Again, this is somewhat random, but he said, "We're both messed up in the head."
I have an idea on this one.
Okay.
Is it Diego Pavia?
Well, right team, wrong player. This is a player for random, which is Randon. That almost random. Randon Fournette, who is a linebacker.
He's talking about Diego.
He is.
Pavia.
Well, no, he's talking about Jerry Keel, who has like the title of, associate to the head coach or consultant to the head coach or something. But Jerry Keel has got like problems with seizures.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what it's in reference to. But that's why it's funny, because the guy said, I really get along with him. And why? Because we're both messed up in the head.
All right, the last one was, at least he told you the truth. Who's that?
That's talking about Lenore Sellers, who is apparently going to play at about 240 to 245 this year and will run over defensive linemen. And he said, something about the quote was, well, at least he told you the truth that he's going to run over you.
South Carolina may have the top edge rusher in the league as well. How many times? How many games are they going to lose when you've got the best defensive player and possibly the best defensive player and possibly the best offensive player in the league?
Watch out for the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Here's the full quote from Lenore Sellers, that last one we talked about. He said, yep, he's one big dude, Lenore Sellers, a.k.a. LaGoggles.
LaGoggles.
Plans to play between 240 and 245 this year. His response to teammate DQ Smith saying some defenders make business decisions when it comes to tackling him, Lenora Sellers said, at least he told you the truth. So take that for what you will.
That's when you're going to tackle a 245-pound dude. And look, we saw this with
That's
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton territory.
It is, which is interesting enough. Cam Newton's MVP year. Who was his quarterback coach, Andy?
Was it Mike Shula?
It was. Who is the offensive coordinator at South Carolina right now?
And one Mike Shula. That's interesting.
That's an interesting little bridge, right?
That is interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see if that pays off. It's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Okay, on this day, 1941, Joe DiMaggio went 3 for 4 and hit in his 56th straight game. Guess what that means? Tomorrow's not going to be very good.
But yeah.
Not going to be a good day for Joe.
No.
On this day, 1951, Catcher in the Rye, the great American novel by J.D. Salinger, first published. You ever read Catcher in the Rye?
So, I was just thinking I'm going to have to make a confession. I was supposed to read Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, really?
I wrote a little paper about it once, which
Troy?
I read the Cliff Notes.
I see.
I need to read it. I need to.
It's a good book.
I need to order a copy off Amazon and just read it.
It maybe not what you expect.
Yeah.
But it's that's a good trivia question. What does that mean? The Catcher in the Rye. It's an interesting title. What's the reference? But I'll leave that open for all of you out there. You can answer it for yourself. All right. Happy birthday today, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
One of the greats of history, of course, banned from baseball after being part of the group that threw the World Series in 1919.
Now lives in a cornfield in Iowa.
And
apparently, maybe his soul can be set at rest because the commissioner of baseball has unlifted the ban.
I wonder if he disappeared from the cornfield when that happened.
Maybe. Interesting.
Yes.
Barbara Stanwyck.
All right, I remember Barbara Stanwyck, the actress, but I'm trying to picture in my mind. What's she in?
Big Valley, you remember that one?
Yeah.
Kind of Bonanza, that kind of show.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones she was famous for. Born on this day, 1907. Ginger Rogers.
Fred Astaire's dancing partner.
There you go.
There we go.
Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. 1911. Margaret Smith Court.
Not a clue.
Tennis, 24 Grand Slam singles titles.
Okay.
She actually has one more than Serena Williams.
Okay, gotcha.
Shockingly, but Jimmy Johnson, the great Jimmy Johnson.
Football coach or race car driver?
The football coach.
Okay.
1943. What kind of life, man? He's been living on the beach in Miami, fishing for about 25 years. And just, since he retired, and he'll come in and do, NFL studio
TV
stuff.
Yeah.
But he's had a nice little life. Stuart Copeland.
Drummer for the Police.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Nice.
Actually, long time ago, probably 23 years ago or so, I got a chance to go to New York to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, where the Police, AC/DC, The Clash, and Elvis.
Yes, Costello
were being inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the Police performed together for the first time in 18 years.
Wow.
And so
that's a good class.
Got to watch that. It was a lot of fun.
Very cool. Stuart Copeland, drummer for the Police. 1952. Michael Flatley.
Don't know.
Lord of the Dance.
Oh, yeah.
His legs flail about as though independent of his body.
Yes.
1958. Gary Anderson, longtime kicker in the NFL.
Longtime kicker, yeah.
1959. TP.
Terry Pendleton. The only third baseman that can make Chipper play outfield.
He MVP in 91, right?
I believe that's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Great with St. Louis for many, many years as well. Phoebe Cates.
Hot.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Lovely Phoebe Cates. If you haven't seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High, then I'm sorry.
Girls School is another one.
Will Ferrell.
Oh,
Funny
yeah,
guy.
great Will Ferrell.
Hilarious.
Sure.
Barry Sanders, the great Barry Sanders. a Heisman winner in '88. Corey Feldman, one of the Coreys.
One of the Coreys.
And Adam Scott, golfer.
Yep.
It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you for being with us. He's JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.